They're moving up into the gates. Field is getting set for the Group 1 Myer coming up, and Majestic Music was the first one to go in down on the inside. And Response coming up. Born to Rock goes in next to Jessipina. Lady Lynette coming in. Good news that Dysphonia is being vetted over at the start. Now moving up into the gates, Machine for Craig Williams, and Sky Rush coming up into the line now. Winner of the Bell of the Turf, Steve Arnold on board. So 260, 150 for More Joyous, and 430 for Machine, the second favourite, as Sistine Angel goes in. More Joyous is now ready. Hurtle Myrtle coming up into the gates. Purple cap on Verena Miss about to move in. Obviously Dysphonia is okay, and she's about to get led in. Here's Banshee coming up. Quartered cap on James McDonald. White cap on Jessipina. Races in the same silks with the Vela boys. Now Goon Serpent moved in. Here's Dysphonia coming up into the line now. So they're just about ready for the Myer. So Dysphonia moved into the gates. And here's now Verena Miss going in. Purple cap Verena Miss. She's set. And that'll leave it for last year's winner, Sacred Choice. The race first run in 1988. There's not been a dual winner of it. Sacred Choice aiming to break that. In she moves, so they're all in, set at the 1600 metres, and they're off and racing in the Myer. And Goon Serpent was one of the first to break, and Response got away well. In the early part, the Vela horses went right back to the tail. Banshee and Jessipina. It's tightly bunched. More Joyous up at the first half dozen or so, but she's still posted a bit wide. Where it's Born to Rock now running to the lead. Machine came across, and the filly sat up there in second placing. More Joyous getting to third on the outside of Goon Serpent, then Lady Lynette. Sacred Choice in next placing, trapped a little bit wide. A length further back is Verena Miss, wanting to pull a bit there, it appeared, with Response on her inside, and Hurtle Myrtle is next a bit wider. Followed by Majestic Music, Sky Rush, One Dysphonia. They're followed by Jessipina, Sistine Angel, well back, and Banshee is last of all. More Joyous doing some work over on the outside, and she's gone to the lead with Born to Rock on her inside, and Machine is holding third. Then Lady Lynette getting a nice run. Goon Serpent in behind them down on the inside, and then Response, followed by Sacred Choice, Verena Miss. Majestic Music coming through along the rails. They're followed by Hurtle Myrtle as they swing in the Myer. Dysphonia's pulled out wide. Sky Rush still a long way back. Response is immediately ahead of her. Into the straight now. Lady Lynette and Machine have gone up to More Joyous. Born to Rock battling down on the inside, and then Sacred Choice. Goon Serpent called on. Hurtle Myrtle is starting to run on. It's Machine with More Joyous kicking back with Lady Lynette. Sacred Choice bursts through. Hurtle Myrtle comes on. Dysphonia down the outside. Up the middle of the course, Hurtle Myrtle and Sacred Choice. It's Hurtle Myrtle the outside and Sacred Choice the inside. Fighting the race out. Hurtle Myrtle gets the upper hand for Ollie. Hurtle Myrtle too strong, drew away. Hurtle Myrtle by a length and a quarter. Sacred Choice. Nick to Dysphonia third. Sky Rush coming home hard to get fourth from Lady Lynette. Machine. More Joyous beaten next, and then came Banshee, Goon Serpent, Sistine Angel. Majestic Music never came into it. Verena Miss followed in by Response. Born to Rock, and along last in it is Jessipina. Hurtle Myrtle. So a winning double for Damien Oliver. Damien takes two of the Group 1s today. Scored on Glass Harmonium, who is to back up in the Melbourne Cup in the McKinnon Stakes. And a wide run from an outside barrier, but Hurtle Myrtle from Matthew Smith trainer and Damien Oliver takes out the Group 1 Myer. Sacred Choice running a brave race after winning last year. Didn't get quite her favoured ground today, but she's run a terrific second, and Dysphonia running on into third placing. And the horses who rode the speed dropping right out of it at the home turn. We've seen a bit of that today. 7, 2, 8 and 10 ran fourth. Sky Rush, 7, 2, 8 and 10 official.
Oh, super performance for Matt Smith. First Group 1 winner for Matt Smith at Warwick Farm. And look, great scenes up here in the owners area with Matt and Mel Smith, the first Group 1 winner for them. Hurtle Myrtle, too strong in the Myer Classic. Well, More Joyous. When Nash went for her, just nothing was left there in the end, which was a shame for her connections, but a wonderful result here for Hurtle Myrtle, the mare by Dane Shadow, Matt Smith. Damien Oliver, another Group 1 getting past Sacred Choice. Just there, pulling away in the end for a very convincing victory.
And Dysphonia ran on nicely for third, but Damien Oliver wins his second Group 1. Considering he drew an outside barrier, that was a big performance, a super ride by the star Damien Oliver on the 9th anniversary of the passing of his brother Jace. So it's a special day for Ollie, and he's responded by winning 2 Group 1s. And congratulations, Matthew Smith and his team down from Sydney with a big win. Here's Ollie with Johnny Letts.
Strong win.
She does, Lettsy. I thought she was a sneaky chance today. I won on a race on her in Sydney and she showed a good turn of foot that day. I thought if I could have some luck from an awkward gate, get a bit of cover, which I did, she moved up to him nicely and it was a good win.
Damien, you know, the favourite was all the rage. It drew inside you. You drew out in gate 15, so, you know, you had a good run, so you just got her over nicely and finished off powerful.
She did. All credit to Matthew Smith, the trainer. He's done a wonderful job with this filly, this mare now, and it's a credit to him, and he's turned her out in great order.
Hey, those Group 1s are building up, aren't they?
They're great, mate. Love them.
Congratulations, mate. There'll be more over the carnival for you.
Thanks,
for sure.
Lettsy.
Thanks, bud.
Oh, great performance by Damien Oliver, and a very special day for him. And Hurtle Myrtle, well, she had the form round more joyous as a 3-year-old, but a great result to see a young trainer such as Matt Smith getting a Group 1 winner here on the Day of Days, Derby Day at Flemington.
Well, the Sydney trainers to the fore there with Hurtle Myrtle winning and defeating Sacred Choice, trained by Joe Pride. Peter Snowden's Dysphonia as well. 7-8. Sky Rush, another Sydney mare, runs 4th. Number 3, Lady Lynette, the Tasmanian Star, runs 5th. And then the 3-year-old Mosheen found the mountain a little too high to climb, runs 6th. 7, 2, 8 and 10 are the numbers for this year's edition of the Myer Classic.
Yeah, as they come back to scale here, great scenes there with Mel Smith, formerly Mel O'Gorman, of course worked for Inglis for a long time, and she and Matt, well, they've got a smallish team there at Warwick Farm, but they've got some quality horses, and this is one of them, the winner of the Myer Classic. Coming back to scale, it is Hurtle Myrtle.
So Hurtle Myrtle about to return to scale after her Group 1 victory. A 5-year-old bay mare. She's by Dane Shadow from Ravenswood. Raced by Mrs. M. Smith, Miss B. Evans, J. Carter, A. Smith, Dr. D. Smith, I. Webb, S. Martz, Mr. N. Martz and L. Polyview. Trained by Matthew Smith at Warwick Farm. It's a winning double, both at Group 1 level today for Damien Oliver on Hurtle Myrtle. From a wide barrier, she's been too strong. 3rd up from a break, back to mare's grade. She's proven too good. For last year's winner, Sacred Choice 2nd and Dysphonia in 3rd place.
All right, there we are, Damien Oliver on Hurtle Myrtle. 19 starts, 4 wins and 6 minor placings. A consistent mare. She won the Dane Ripper Stakes at Eagle Farm during the Queensland Winter Carnival. And as I said, she was 3rd in the Flight Stakes as a 3-year-old to More Joyous. Well, she had that mare's measure. This afternoon, she was on song, Hurtle Myrtle. Dane Shadow out of a Woodman mare in Ravenswood. Congratulations to the connections. And Mel Smith, Matt's wife, in the ownership as well. So a great result for Matt and Mel Smith. Bruce Clark now with Matt Smith.
And I'm very happy, Matt Smith. Why wouldn't you be your first Group 1 on a big stage, Matt? Well done.
Yeah, great day to win it. You know, was confident she'd run a good race today, but you know, always get a surprise when they win a race like this, because on this day to win a Group 1, it's a great day.
Race you obviously target with any good mare. You try and target this race, but everything's gone pretty well to get here.
Yeah, her both runs this time in had indicated she'd come back in career best form, and Damien was very happy with the work on Tuesday. Gave me a bit of confidence. Bad barrier, but he rode a great race.
A lot of family fun involved with this horse, Matt.
Yeah, got a great crew of owners in this horse, and many of the owners have been with me since I started training, so it's great for them as well to have the success today.
I mean, you need these big wins on this stage to really bolster your career, don't you?
Oh yeah, you've got to win these races and to keep the stable going.
And is it Mel who named it Hurtle Myrtle?
No, it was one of the other owners. Not everyone loved the name to start off with, but it's grown on everyone.
It's a Group 1 winning name now, Matt. Enjoy it. Congratulations.
For sure. Thank you.
Matt Smith, the winning trainer, and Damien Oliver makes it 2 Group 1 wins for the day. And just a relaxed ollie on the fence, fantastic. I know you've had time for this mare, haven't you?
Yeah, I had a ride on her in the Sydney Autumn. We won a nice race up there. It's only my second ride day, 2 for 2, and all credit to Matt. Both times I've ridden her, she's been a magnificent order, and we got over nicely and got a bit of cover, and she really towed me into the race. She was going to be a big chance a long way out.
Good young trainer, Matt, isn't he? And these are life-changing moments for them.
Yeah, I've only had the 2 rides for him, as I said, and she's been you couldn't have had her any better for both 2 runs I've been on her, so all credit to him.
It's number 1 for him. Now you're up to what in the Group 1? You must be in the 90s now, aren't you?
In the nervous 90s, I think it's 95.
All right, well, I'm not sure if you can get the set this week, you can make the 100, but you must be happy with the way you're riding in the form.
Yeah, it's a great week to be riding winners, and it's it's been a bit of a lean for me, the Flemington Carnival in recent times, so it's nice to get amongst the big races again.
Great stuff. Well done, Ollie.
Thanks.
Damien Oliver winning on Hurtle Myrtle, Group 1 win number 95 for him, the champ.
Yeah.
You are well aware we have been blessed with great Group 1 action today, and the Myer Classic is certainly no exception. Great news for Damien Oliver, riding his 95th Group 1 race, an outstanding performance. It's nice also to be able to acknowledge the ambassadors of Myer who are with us today for the presentation in Rebecca Judd and Chris Smith, and it's my pleasure, courtesy of our Honorary Treasurer and Director Mr Peter Feckerty, who is our host for this presentation, to introduce to you the Chief Executive Officer of Myer, who are now synonymous with this entire carnival. Please make him welcome, Mr Bernie Brooks.
Thank you, Sandy, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Chairman, Directors of the Victorian Racing Club, on behalf of the Myer Board, our Group General Manager of Marketing, Megan Foster, and the entire Myer team, it's an absolute pleasure to be here today to be part of what is an absolutely magnificent race day and, more importantly, a magnificent racing carnival. It really does showcase Australian racing and a fantastic opportunity for us to be part of what is a tremendous day and, more importantly, a day all about fashion for us. The Myer Classic has developed into really what is one of the glamour events in Australia. As part of the Spring Racing Carnival, we've seen some fantastic winners and another great winner today. Of course, our sponsorship and the sponsorship of the Myer team into the event is as much about fashions on the field. And this year, over 1,500 entrants throughout our Fashions on the Field event, over $400,000 worth of prizes on offer, and more importantly, it's been a feeder from over 30 racing clubs throughout Australia that culminates in the finals over the next 3 days. And rest assured, some of the male and female fashion has been absolutely fantastic. We've seen female fashion over 49 years. In addition to that, we've now added some fantastic male fashion over the last 10 years, and that's been a tremendous advocacy for fashion in Australia. And of course, speaking about advocacy for fashion in Australia, we have some of Australia's fantastic designers, Sasson Bide, Aurelio Costarella, and of course Arthur Gallen and also Don Bagnardo, both are here today, who do a fantastic job dressing some of the men and women of Australia, a lot of which the people in the races today would look absolutely fantastic. enjoy the day at the Racing Carnival. From all the Myer team, we enjoy being part of the carnival. Congratulations once again to the VRC for a fantastic job. But equally importantly, it's my pleasure to be able to award the winners this year. And of course, for the horse Hurtle Myrtle, congratulations firstly to John Carter.
Thank you firstly to the chairman and the committee of the VRC for putting on a perfect track for us today. A great show. Secondly, to our sponsor Myer. Without sponsors and punters, racing wouldn't be what it is at the moment. So thank you very much for Myer. Thirdly, but very importantly, our trainer Matthew Smith. This is a great result with this horse. It's his first Group 1 win. Our first Group 1 win as owners, and a fantastic effort. Fourthly, to our jockey Damien Oliver, perfect ride today. Two from two, couldn't ask for anything more. So fantastic effort, Damien. Next, our connections, a great group of connections in this horse, and I thank them very much for their support. And finally, for the horse Hurtle Myrtle, she's been a very strong mare and filly for a number of years. I think she deserved this Group 1, and I'm very proud of her efforts. Thank you very much.
And a good Warwick Farm, well-respected trainer, Matthew Smith. And I might get Chris Smith to come along and actually present the trophy. Of course, Matt, congratulations on a job well done as a trainer. Congratulations.
Members of the committee, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to thank Damien Oliver for a great ride today. He summed up the race perfectly, and he rode the mare spot on, and it was a great ride. I'd like to thank the wonderful group of owners in this horse for all the patience they've had in the horse and me, and it's just great to get here today and to win this race. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Matt. And 9 placings out of 18 starts. Fantastic effort as a trainer, and now a fantastic effort as a jockey. And I might get Rebecca Judd to come along and help me, because I think she's about the same size as Damien Oliver. So we'll get Damien up, more importantly, as 2 wins today. Mr. Damien Oliver, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. I feel a bit. Good on you. Thank you. Good on you. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I'd like to thank Myer. They're wonderful supporters of racing, and I'm sure they're doing a great job looking after my wife down in the marquee down there today. To Matthew Smith, congratulations, Matt, your first Group 1 winner, first of many, I hope, and well deserved. You've done a great job with this mare, mate, and I hope you have much more success. And to all his team, I'm sure there's a lot of people behind the scenes there. And the owners, thanks very much for supporting me. 2 rides on this mare now for 2 wins. I hope we can keep up the good record. Thanks very much.
Ollie, just before you go, there's something else for you too, courtesy of Mum, and that is this magnificent Gerald. I knew that'd bring a smile to your face.
I think the jockeys in the jockeys room might be happy. I think they might have their eyes on it.
Oh, good. There was some fun in the jockeys room tonight. Then. Good on you, Ollie. Well done.
Thanks.
So there is 95 Group 1 wins, and that's an outstanding achievement. Congratulations to Ollie and all the connections of Hurtle Myrtle. And our thanks once again, Bernie, to you, to Myer, to everyone at Myer. And I speak of Rebecca, I speak of Chris Smith. You've done a fantastic job. Thank you and continued success. A break, and then the Group 2 sprint action continues shortly in the form of